I never expected in 2025 that we would see Games Workshop actually listening to the fans and to the players who have made Warhammer 40K and Warhammer Fantasy great over the years, and that they would actually take action against the crazy leftists who have been usurping the hobby over the last decade and more. This has been a quick turnaround from Games Workshop. There needs to be more done still. There are still people in this community and, of course, people within the company itself working on the Black Library books, people like Mike Brooks, for example, who are unhinged, who want us all dead, and, of course, have been turning people away from the wargaming hobby for a long, long time because they want to remake it for a modern audience. They don't want you, and this is what they've signaled for a long time. But at least the higher-ups at Games Workshop now seem to be looking at certain things and going, okay, maybe this did go too far. And I think there's a reason for this that is a little beyond just them actually just caring about this one instance. I really think in the corporate level, a lot of these companies thought that the SJWs were everything, that the wind was at their back, and that by being corporate and, of course, supporting their causes, they would actually be increasing their revenues and increasing their player bases and increasing their readerships, etc., because they thought that there was no opposition because they were all in an echo chamber. I think they woke up this year to some harsh realities that profits are down, there are problems, and a lot of people have been leaving the game and the hobby because this ghoulish behavior has been so crazy. Let's get into the news of what happened, because Games Workshop has suspended a community manager and editor. This is pretty interesting right here. Please hit the like and subscribe button as we cover all things in military science fiction and gaming. I really appreciate you guys for being here. I'm a science fiction writer myself, and this is my Justified Saga of the Nano Templar. It's a trilogy, and it's about space crusading. I think you'll really enjoy this. If you like Warhammer 40K, if you like Star Wars, this is something that's absolutely for you. It's in the description below. Like I said, it's a full trilogy. It's on ebook, print, and audio. And thank you so much. I mean, I've had so many great Warhammer players who have messaged me over the last year who have read this, and I really appreciate you guys for coming in and reading this. We will eventually get back to this universe in actually a way that you're not going to expect coming soon. Stay tuned for that. But catch up right now. It's in the description below, and thank you for supporting my channel, and thank you for supporting alternative content like this. So Games Workshop suspended Warhammer 40K community manager after his Facebook posts on Charlie Kirk and 9/11 went viral. Earlier this week, fans initiated a letter-writing campaign to Games Workshop to put pressure on the company because leftist activism coming out of employees who were working on Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40K. Now, after his awful postings surrounding Charlie Kirk's assassination, and of course his post on 9/11 as well, which was bizarre, the company has suspended the community manager and editor Tom Mendelsohn. So if you haven't noticed, if you're new to this, Warhammer 40K is a miniatures war game with a robust setting. They've got novels upon novels, and the novels, if you are just a reader or whatnot, are worth reading in and of themselves. I recommend starting with the Horus Heresy, the original one, and of course Dan Abnett's work. That's the spot where I would go because really quality science fiction right there. But, and you can enjoy that, and you can enjoy the game without reading that, and that's the beauty of Warhammer. There's a lot to it, right? And if you, of course, are into all of it, you go broke very quickly. But people have noticed a change over the last years, and of course, overt political messaging has entered into this. The pronouns have been introduced into marketing of some of the miniatures. That happened with the Stormcast Eternals last year. Not many people paid attention to that one compared to the Adeptus Custodes, but that went very viral. Now, it's been amplified by influencers that are, of course, getting access from Games Workshop. Cerberus XT, Kaya Nornqueen are among them. These are people who are ghouls. They're clout goblins who are out there, of course, using SJW causes like a bludgeon to try to just impose their leftist will on the community and, of course, harass people out who are not a part of their cause. It's been awful, and it's been tacitly approved of by people at Games Workshop, by people like Tom Mendelsohn, like Mike Brooks, these community managers and people who work there, because they do hate the right. And it's come mask off this last week with all of these people on the left, just how vicious and awful they are with the Charlie Kirk assassination. I've never seen anything like it in all of my time through this, and I've been banned and blacklisted from all of this. I've seen these people libel me. It's been crazy. But once this all happened, they seem to go even crazier, just cheering for a guy's death. And this is the crazy thing. Tom Mendelsohn posted about Charlie Kirk on Facebook. He said, "I don't give a single shit. He's a fascist cunt carrying enormous amounts of water for a side that has no compunctions, committing structural and systematic political violence against the working class and people of Gaza." Gaza? Like, it's okay to kill Charlie Kirk because he's never Okay, never mind. It's not rational with these people. They just hate. They're just bigots by the real definition of the word, and they always have been. That's kind of what's been exposed in this last week and why it's been so crazy. Now, he also said something also crazy with this as he's talking about Gaza. The very next day, he's like, happy 9/11 to all who celebrate. Now, wait a minute. That was, again, Muslim terrorism. So now he seems to be supporting terrorism on multiple fronts. Very bad look for Games Workshop to have somebody in a prominent role like this. And they knew it right away. Now, like I said, there was a letter writing campaign going on to Games Workshop to try to put a stop to all this stuff. And not just him, but all of the extreme leftism that's been going on. And this is what one fan got back. Games Workshop wrote them saying, thank you for taking the time to bring this to our attention. We're sorry that any of our employees behaved in this manner. While we respect everyone's right to a personal opinion, we'd like to be clear we do not support these actions. We are taking this very seriously. We are undertaking investigations into their behavior and will be taking appropriate action in line with our internal policies and legal duties. We'll be sure you'll appreciate any investigations of this nature are confidential and therefore legally unable to disclose further information. And while we appreciate this can ring hollow, please know that we are working to ensure any outcome is proportionate to the impact of their actions. Now, this is where it gets interesting. We are greatly value the passion and commitment you have for the Warhammer hobby. Trust and confidence of our community are important to us, and we'll continue working to Warhammer remains a space defined by creativity, inclusivity, and respect. Games Workshop customer support. So this person now is suspended. This is what it is. This is what it says up here. We do not support these actions. And this person's been suspended because of this. Absolutely crazy, because you would have never seen Games Workshop doing this a year ago. Like I said, I think the tide's turned, and I think what people are seeing out of this is a little more than simply like this action in particular. They've seen that these people have been nasty, turning away players, turning away readers, making people not wanting to engage with the hobby just because they're awful. And it's been this way for a long, long time. The left's like this not only in this circles, in the hobby circles, it's across board gaming. I cover a lot of stuff. If you read about if you watch the video about my RPG I covered earlier this week, and just how the mob was going after a RPG tabletop designer, and he felt compelled to actually do something and apologize for it because of the pressure on there. That's what they've seen this entire time. They've seen this mob just go crazy and crazy and crazy, and they haven't seen pushback, or at least they don't think there is. And so they think they're, again, just out there doing what everybody wants, and this will just make things better and grow the hobby and be more inclusive, because, we've got all the white males, so why not have all the black lesbian females who want to play Warhammer 40K join up? I mean, unfortunately, there are none. That's what it comes down to. And they made a big, big mistake. I think their bottom line's been affected this year, and I think this is happening in various entertainment corporations. If you look at the Jimmy Kimmel situation this week, Jimmy Kimmel's averaging something like 169,000 viewers every night. That's not very many, as much as all things go. And so, of course, Disney can't prop that up without some outside help that's going out there. And I think that's going on, like I said, across the board. We're seeing it with Games Workshop. We saw DC Comics make a move. We saw, of course, Disney make a move with Jimmy Kimmel. This is happening in a lot of spheres, and it's all happening at once. And what I'm thinking here, and I think the true reason for this, is these corporations know they've got a lot of dead weight with these people that are turning away their core customer bases. And because that dead weight's been there for a long, long time, they've had contracts. They haven't really been able to fire them. They've all kind of got tenure in a lot of ways, and it would cause them a lot of PR problems, they thought. But these PR problems from these people is actually making it so that they feel like they can just finally get rid of them. And I think these corporations are finally doing a sigh of relief because of it. That's just my thought, because I don't know what's going on internally, but you can give me your thoughts on what you think. Do you think that they actually care about what Tom Mendelson's saying? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people at Games Workshop actually have these politics, if not all of them there. And it is kind of interesting to see on this level. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. Please hit the like and subscribe button. If you want to check out some great science fiction, military science fiction from somebody who actually holds your values, check out Justified Saga of the Nano Templar. It's in the description below. And like I said, it's a trilogy. Grab it all today. Ebook, print, and audio. It's a lot of fun. See you soon.